Greetings and salutations, fellow gamers. Lukey P here with another episode of Let's Play Terraria. And if you're following this series, you may notice that the world looks slightly different, because it is in fact a different world. This is a world I set up purely to mine, basically. So I've explored some of it, as you can see, looking around for various things. I've found some sky islands and some sky lakes. I would guess it's probably symmetrical, so there's probably a couple here I'm missing, but that's okay. And the purpose of this world really is to look for ores, and not really worry about the spread of corruption or crimson. I'm not really worried about protecting particular biomes, although I have dug a tiny little area around my NPC area just because I wanted to, really. Put a little campfire there, giving our NPCs somewhere to live. But yeah, I've basically set this world up solely to mine. Yeah, it didn't take too long. In fact, I actually managed to let me just shoot these guys. Sorry, even at this stage you still want to pay attention in the underground biomes, because yeah, if you don't, you will die pretty rapidly. But yeah, the Skeletron I beat really easily. I actually beat him while not paying much attention, to be honest, and accidentally had the eye and him at the same time. Because as I summoned him, it just happened to be the night where the eye decided to summon and appear as well. But we managed to beat both of them at the same time, and then actually I beat the Eater of Worlds. More or less, it took me a while to realise that's who I was fighting. So that's the second corruption boss. Basically, I smashed these and thought, oh, there's a giant worm, I better shoot that. Looked a bit like a Dune splicer. And then, yeah, it turns out that actually that dude was the boss, and I realised it towards the end. But so yeah, when your gear is a lot better, you can do a lot more things. I'm looking for crimson altars to smash. I know there's one there, but I wanted to keep at least one in this area, and I think that might be the only one left. I wanted some to smash just to show what happened when you smash them. That's a pot. That's a pot. I haven't summoned any. I normally rely on these guys telling me no, let me know something's coming. No. I think we did actually smash them all here, which is a shame. You see what they look like on the map. There's one left, which is this one here. Yeah, it is a... I'm just trying to see what it looks like. It's just... yeah, it's just a block of... very difficult to see, because I wanted to try and get some more. I think we may have smashed as many demon altars as we can, actually, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, that's why we can't really see, because it's cursed us with darkness, because I'm thinking I've got a shine, or I thought I had a shine potion on. There's a shine potion, let us see it a little bit more. Kinda hoping that maybe there is a demon altar around here. Evidently not. Okay. But what we will do is we will get ready for our mining expeditions. So I tend to use 3 things. Splunker, mining. So mining makes you mine mega quick. And Splunker shows you everything around you. So for example, there you go. And I do, you know, you can tend to mine out things very quickly. But really I'm looking for this to start saying something worthwhile rare is nearby. So platinum's kind of interesting, but that's silver, that's lead, that's silver. But yeah, we just dig down because there's going to be nothing at this level we really want. Life crystal nearby. Okay, well we'll get that because it's right next to us. Just so we can get some air. So it says palladium detected nearby, so that's that ore, which is a slightly different colour. Now we've got loads of this, but as it's an example episode, get some air. And you can see it takes longer to mine palladium, and I've got absolutely loads of that now. Because really what I'm looking for these days is mithril. And that is a jumbo load of mithril. Assuming that is all mithril, it is. I think that's probably the biggest load of mithril I've actually ever seen. We don't want to dig through all this area which is protecting us. And part of the art of mining like this really is mining away from the monsters. So I'm not here because I want to fight them. I'm here purely to mine. If I see a mimic, I might go for it, particularly if it's a crimson mimic. But basically I'm just trying to mine and collect the ores. I think that's a spider's nest. There's no interest for me in going to get that because I don't want it. So I want to try and get down, but look at the number of monsters there are there. So what we want to do is quickly get here, and then we go down, and they can't cope with the pace we're mining at. So there's mithril nearby. Sometimes it is literally a block. Must be this way. Is it that? I think it is. Yep, gone now. Because we got that one little block of mithril. Silver's the rarest thing we've got nearby at the moment. So get this while we're near it. There's the mithril. There's palladium while we're at it. Our Splunker potion has expired, so we will take some more. Take another shine potion. Life crystal detected nearby. Now those are a problem because they actually trump everything else basically. Let's go down here. There's that life crystal. Got it, and now we move on. Adamantite, that's it, isn't it, I think? Yes, that's what we like. Except we can't pick it up because we're full. Which means we just chuck away some unuseful things. And we put our safe down temporarily, so that can go in because that's maxed out. We'll put a dart trap in there. Probably won't see much ebon sand or ebon stone at the moment. Okay. Palladium detected nearby, that is that. So adamantite that way, and adamantite that way. Platinum that way, okay, so it's down. There it is. Coming around it from this side. And there was also some... There's a chaos elemental. So there was some this way as well, didn't it? So let's dig back this way. Oh, we slowed down. Time for a mining potion. sure it told us there was some adamantite over this way. Crumbs, it's lucky we swing this because that's keeping this guy at bay. Close run thing. Okay. The reason we come in here is to get some of these crystal shards, which we can't get because we're full up with junk. Cobwebs, literally hundreds of them. So let's see what we can ditch. Copper, lead, silver, hearts we can put down, those we can throw away. Adamantite helmet, we're probably not going to use. Mining helmet, we're using flippers, we're using shine potions instead. That will do. While we're here, deadly snowball cannon. Well, the most amazing thing we're going to get. Recall potions we throw away, throwing knives we throw away, archery potion we keep. We'll take that. Ice chest, let's store. Snowball cannon, let's store. The pawn hammer, actually thinking about it, we can store that as well. Archery potion. Okay. I like the way those guys just magically appear. There's some mithril nearby. Need another. Right. Crystals. The reason I'm interested in these crystals, by the way, is they will help a lot later on. You can make really cool bullets with them, apparently. Basically. Because I don't want to constantly be fighting. Frost staff, not too bad, not too bad. Taking a healing potion. That's what that life crystal is. Oh, crumbs. Did not want to tunnel into that, I can tell you that. The cobwebs. Chest detected nearby, no kidding. Question is, what is it, and is it worth fighting an army of creatures for? We're close enough to shut the door. Squeeze the yo-yo through. An extractinator. Okay. Well, I do like to collect these things. So let's very nice, we can get rid of our potions we were keeping. Okay. Adamantite is nearby. It's there, isn't it? Is that the single little bit? Let me try and... come down on it from above, hopefully. Yeah, that was it. Get this palladium. Get that platinum. Got 29 seconds of this potion left. And I think, because all our potions are running out and it seems a nice point to take a break, what I'll probably do is when this rapid fire gives out, which it's just done, I will take that as a cue to retreat to base with what we've got so far. So we do that just to auto store a bunch of stuff. Auto store ice as well. And this is the chest where I store stuff I want to take back. So we'll take those just because they're crimson and they're corruption rather, and we don't naturally have those in our other world. Souls of Light I obviously want to take. And crystal shards. Borealis wood I couldn't really care about. And then let's have a look and see what we can empty out of our safe. So the staff we should take. The pole and hammer we will keep in there in case we come across any. Well, we want to take it all out basically. Anything we think we might want we take out. Oh, I did in there incidentally get the money trough, which was a really unexpected bonus from a blood moon. It just dropped when I was killing someone. Ammo box, like it. Might get a couple of those for decoration. Probably want some of those in each world, just in case. So again, the extractinator goes in. Spider fangs we'll take, a snow cannon we'll take. Those we're taking, those we'll take. But everything else I think we will leave. Here. So having done our bit of business, we then decide somewhere else to go and mine. So I think we've mined down there. So we actually still had, I mean there's probably a lot of adamantium there actually, which we could have got if we kept going. Because the art is to keep on going as low as possible, because it's often just above the hellstone level you find stuff. I don't mind hitting those because actually... Oh hello, what? I was shocked because I've not seen one of them with wings before. They're normally ground based like that. I don't mind running into those guys. They seem to rather like showing up and getting killed. See how unlike our elevators, these aren't quite smooth, they do vary. Must have missed that. When it's nice and peaceful, we just organise things a little bit. So statues don't really ever stack. That won't stack. That won't stack. We'll store that and bin that. Borealis wood, we got an infinite supply of that pretty much as well. Okay, and then we came down this bit. Okay, time to drink up because we're about to run out of air, so we need to be mining pretty sharpish. We've got chest detector nearby. Okay, well we'll go and see what's in there. Again, we can go the direct approach, but we can also go round and just appear in it. Snowball cannon, platinum bar, flaming arrows are rubbish, we can get loads of those. Healing potion, sure. Palladium detected nearby. I'll go for this as a particularly big vein. Might as well go south here actually, so to speak. Wander downwards into the depths. Still need platinum. This side gets us a little bit of air. Again, I'm not really trying to get these monsters, so the fact that there are some jumping either side, the fact that there are caverns doesn't really bother me. It's only if they've got monsters in them, if they've got ore in them rather, that I particularly care about it. Dig into this as a way to... There's a nice little rich vein of it. And the problem is here, we're going to... Let's put that on, because we don't really intend on fighting against these guys. Digging this way because we saw some mithril down there. There's a mimic next to adamantium, so we will go for that in a minute. Trying to come this way because if I can make him jump into the lava like an idiot, he will kill himself to save me having to do it. There we go, so the mimic's killed himself. Chaos Elemental remains an idiot. Store that, store that. Bin that, bin that. We got loads of some of these. Doubt we need more than 3. Okay, so I mean this is just an example of how you can go about, or at least how I've gone about strip mining this world. And I've got my lava charm on as well, so I can spend a few seconds in lava. There is still... curious as to where this adamantite is. I see there's a mimic nearby, but we've got so many of those mimic drops from our spawns that I'm really not that bothered. It's the adamantite that I can't find, which is frustrating me at the moment. Collect statues, but that's such a little one, I don't really care. I really am frustrated I can't find this be in this direction. Magic dagger, nice. Uh-oh. We'll drain that out to basically cover over the lava down there. Trying to get back to get that solar light over there. Chaplain don't care about that either. Still can't see where this adamantite is. Makes me think it's maybe a sort of one blocker. Let's go down. No. While mining is slowed notably. It's down. Don't think it's down either. My only conclusion is it must be. We'll have one last look up the top. I'm basically getting to the point where it's time to give up on it. There it is. Oh, it's a relatively large chunk as well, it looks like. That was worth looking for. Oh, we found a job lot of it, I think. There's a mimic nearby. If it's a standard mimic, I'm not interested. If it's a hallowed one, kind of might be interested trying to take that on. Man, there are a lot of chaos elementals. So we're going up a little bit, which probably isn't the right way, so we will go across a bit and then down. Oh, while I'm recording this, I've had a new subscriber on YouTube, which is always nice to see, and it's somebody who actually is watching my little played Skyrim series. It doesn't really have many followers, that one, so I haven't played it a great deal. I may have overdone Skyrim a number of years ago when I played it basically non-stop for probably the best part of a couple of years, and yeah, got a bit tired of it. Well, we're seeing palladium, and I'm seeing a nice little column down there between everyone. mithril. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a big bunch of mithril. There we are. If we go down, we will find adamantite. Pause it for 1 second because I've actually got this notification covering up part of my screen. Okay. The shine potion again. And you can see even those chaos elementals, they're getting stuck in all these strange little nooks and crannies because we're not building big tunnels, we're literally just building life crystals. I really don't like them because they completely mess up the prioritization. I might want to tell it I don't care about life crystals, I just want you to find me adamantite. That's platinum ware. That's palladium. For a second I got excited and thought that was adamantium. We're having real trouble here at the moment. Just got all my fingers in a muddle there. So our Splunker potion ran out, so let's put that back on. Just while there's a little bit of a lull, let's store some stuff. So that cobweb can be binned. Crystal shards would keep. Night vision helmet we can store. That we'll store. Granite I don't think we'll be looking at again. Sorcerer emblem. No, actually I'd better store that because I'm thinking that's more, we're less likely to use that underground, funnily enough. And okay, that will do. ORM mining potion ran out, so let's some mithril is nearby. There it is, over there we sit. Just want to go down underneath that. And then this way. I wonder if there was once a chest in that house. Oh, what a great combo that was. I've got so many of those already, I'm going to chuck them. Because I've already got like probably half a dozen of those from doing this. Yeah. Chest detected nearby. I do wonder if that is in that completely lava-fied house. I didn't know the game actually did that, to be honest. Oh, we've come across a... So, we aren't having much luck at the moment finding any more adamantium. It's got very dark all of a sudden, which means we need another shine potion. Well, that's and get out before it gets too bad. I guess there's still some more down to go, so we should probably go down. Demonite ore detected. What's that? There we go. Silver adamantite is detected. There it is. It's all gone a bit dark. So again, this has been a pretty successful mining trip in a lot of ways. Just get up a little bit. Oh, hello. Crumbs. Didn't do us much damage though, actually. Again, it's about finding a little route along here which doesn't expose us to too many enemies. I think I'm going to have to dash across there. I don't think there's a clever way across that bit. Mithril is detected nearby. I know I'm on top of it. But you can see just how much, I'm just conscious of the length of the episode. Yeah, it's about an hour long, but this is just an example of how much stuff you can find pretty rapidly. If you're just looking for... Oh, that's why there's mithril nearby. We left a piece. Let's just tunnel into this. We keep going across this direction. We can actually go down and round. There's actually nothing nearby. Yeah. I think my eyes must be adjusting to the Splunker potion because everything's like, I'm like, is it on? Why can't I see? Ah, look. Adamantite. Oh, it shouldn't. Or somewhere that was a mimic dying. I fear I don't know where, unfortunately. How are we doing for... So we can store some of that, we can store some of that. We can throw that away. Lead ore. I'm just trying to see what I can store. Okay. No, so we're basically... We're basically capped out there, I think. Okay. So I think I've got... because I'm down here, I was just deciding whether it's worth using another mining potion, which I think it is, because we're down here, we're finding lots of stuff. Mustn't leave our... is there a path along? There is. So if we take all this palladium, these bats will show up en masse. Or we could just use some pretty worthless dirt and hey presto. Spotted some more adamantium. And so yeah, I mean, in a very short period of time you can basically get most of the ores you need. Splunker. So there's some more adamantium somewhere. That's what it was. It was that little bit above my head. Take advantage of our lava charm. detected nearby. Let's go down. Can't see it down. Must be up. There it is. Not that I actually think we particularly need mithril these days, to be honest. I think we're going... well, we already have adamantium, but... down. I don't like these guys. Must mean the adamantinite's up, I'm guessing. Just looking at where it... yeah, there it is. Oh. Only silver, so can't reach me. Very good. There's some adamantite down there, so we'll make a beeline for that. The good thing is, all those really rapid hits, which you'd think would do me a lot of damage, well, I have a cape which gives me invulnerability for a few points of a second, which is enough for me to hammer him with my there's mithril over there. Oh crumbs, what's happened there? I kind of want to drain that lava out. clever. Not that clever. The second way of draining that lake. Oh, accidentally let them through. Let's see where the mithril is. So, I think that's adamantite down there, isn't it? It is. No, it's not. Oh, this means I'm going to have to use a... I was about to call it a day because I'm quite... Oh, that's alright, these Splunker potions are very easy to get. Oh, and it was worth it because it's a big deposit. I see that is a mimic, but it's a standard one, so I'm not going to fight it and risk dying. Wow, look, our rune wizard friend. Yeah, I do kind of want to do a little summary at the end, and I think I may just, you know, normally I would, you know, I would go in 7-minute bursts, and I wouldn't have done that last one, but it told me there was adamantite nearby, and you always want to grab that if you can. And you can see we're we are capped out now on things, I think. Oh, we're not. We got a little bit more space, maybe. So what I want to do at the end is just do a wrap up of how much stuff we found in the hour or so we've been going. And this is the beauty of creating a world for strip mining, is you know, on my other world I keep doing things and I get distracted by thinking, oh, I hope the crimson's not spreading into my key area or something like that. Here I'm literally just digging, and that's pretty much it. These things are driving me nuts. I just can't. Oh, we just released the blimmin'. Go on, hit me. Yeah, okay, I thought those things might have managed to kill you, but evidently not. You're more of a pain than they are. Oh. And we're down into the underworld. Be a different way to try and hunt, which is flying along the bottom, seeing do we see any adamantite, copper, palladium. Uh-oh. Thank goodness for precise lava charms. And back to silver, okay. Palladium nearby, but again we've got so much of that, I'm not sure it really matters that much. I think we've reached the end of the map. We have. This may be the point to end the episode. We have mined to the edge of the map, I think. Yep. And as we descend to our death... No, we've stayed alive. We've landed on something. Let's warp out of here. And let's see what we've got for our... So these are some of our key things. So mithril. Let's have a look. So palladium, adamantium, mithril. So for our for our hour and 15 minutes work strip mining this world, we've gained, on top of all the just general materials which are kind of quite useful, and various things in our safe, we've gained 524 palladium ore, 342 mithril ore, 257 adamantite ore, 29 crystal shards and 14 souls of light, and we weren't particularly hunting for either of those two, which I think is a great haul. We've also got, let's just have a look in our safe and see what we've got. We've got platinum ore. Let's take that out and see what that is. So that is 174 platinum ore as well, and we weren't particularly mining for that. 204 lead. Yeah, so just loads and loads of resources basically, and I take those all back to my other world, and yeah, it's good. And that is the benefits of setting up a world purely to just mine with no regard for the spread of Crimson or Hallow, and I'm sure off screen those are spreading a fair amount. Let's have a little look, see. think that was the... Was this the Hallow bit? Yeah, it's spreading, but don't really care. Crimson spreading there. That looks like it's gone crimson. Yeah, that must be the other crimson. I mean, that's going to reach the ocean, I think. But, you know, again, doesn't matter. Not my main world. Just here to get resources. So, yeah, that is why it's a not bad idea, I don't think. If you set up a main world like I have, where you've got all your, you know, you invested hours into the AFK farms, etc., and you'd really, you know, you really want to concentrate on not messing that up by introducing crimson little patches or hallowed little patches, then this is a viable option to do. That said, I am aware that once you beat a mechanical boss, I think the steampunker shows up and you can buy a Clemtenator, something which allows you to basically spray stuff and remove Hallow or Crimson, which I think probably is a good way to go. I bet you once I get it, I think, why did I invest several hours in making a new world just to strip mine when I could have played for a little bit more and got the steampunker. But that requires beating mechanical boss, and like I said a few episodes ago, I was getting absolutely slaughtered, and it's these improved armors which are really really helping me survive. So yeah, so hopefully that's been useful. It's one way to play the game. I actually quite enjoyed setting up this new world because you can see things like I've got chests immediately where I start. I've got a little honey bath. But most of all, it lets you rush through a lot of things, and it lets you realise and really see how far you've come. So smashing the you know, the eye and Skeletron together on this was quite something for me. I'm sure it's easy for a lot of people, but I wasn't even intending to do it. I'd summoned Skeletron, and lo and behold, it said you feel an evil presence watching you, and the eye showed up at the same time as Skeletron showed up. Beat them both quite easily, and yeah, it shows how far things have come on this game. So great. Next episode we will be back into our main world, seeing what we can do there, and probably starting to get ready to fight one of the mechanical bosses, because having relocated our NPCs, yeah, I can now set up an arena in the main area designed to take them on, which is what I'll probably be looking to do. Okay, well, thank you as always for watching. I'm Lukey P, and I will see you again soon.